Ladies and gentlemen, if you are watching this video, you already know what time it is. Rockstar Games is about to drop the third trailer for Grand Theft Auto 6, and the entire internet is on the edge of its seat. We're talking about the most anticipated game in the history of video games. And now with the November 19th, 2026 launch date locked in, bearing any more delays, Rockstar's marketing machine is finally spinning up. And what most of the community is expecting is that it is going to come tomorrow, May 12th. We're going to break down everything you should expect to see when it drops, so make sure to like and subscribe if you're new to stay up to date with all of the Grand Theft Auto 6 news and content. So without further ado, let's get right into it. Before we talk about what's coming, let's quickly recap where we stand. Trailer 1 back in December of 2023 was the bombshell that broke the internet. It introduced us to Lucia and Jason and confirmed that Vice City was coming back as the map. Trailer 1 didn't have much story or gameplay, but it was enough to set the world on fire. Then on May 6, 2025, Trailer 2 released. It was nearly 3 minutes long and double the length of Trailer 1. It gave us a more in-depth look of Jason and Lucia and how much their romance would impact the storyline. We also were introduced to a ton of side characters: Cal Hampton, Booby Ike, Draquan Priest, and Brian Heder. They all had their own unique personalities that, in my opinion, really helps give a Grand Theft Auto vibe, which is what a lot of people were really concerned about. But the biggest thing about this trailer is that it sparked so many questions and also completely changed the stakes of Grand Theft Auto 6. In my opinion, Trailer 3 is going to answer some of these questions. However, I do think it will create more than it answers, mostly due to the fact that Grand Theft Auto 6's marketing at the moment has mostly been on community hype, and honestly, it's worked a lot in Rockstar's favor. In my opinion, I think that we will understand more about Jason and Lucia's story and how they met. We do know that Lucia gets out of prison, but we don't know how they met. Was it through a job, a heist, or is it something a lot bigger that we don't know? Now, this is one big thing that I do want to talk about, and that is the Bonnie and Clyde comparison that so many people have talked about. It has been used heavily, and that has some dark implications. Could we be heading towards a tragic ending? And could the entirety of Bonnie and Clyde be helping write the Grand Theft Auto 6 story? In my opinion, Trailer 3 should give us a clearer sense of what's going on, and also truly understanding who is in Jason and Lucia's inner circle. Now, here's what the gaming world has been absolutely salivating over: gameplay. Trailers 1 and 2 were fantastic, beautiful, cinematic, and it had sort of a cutscene style. However, Rockstar hasn't shown us a single frame of actual gameplay. No UI, no minimap, no mission structure, nothing like that at all. But people are hoping that Trailer 3 is going to change that. So what specifically will we see? I think we'll see more of these smaller things like the gym and body stat system. Jason is shown lifting weights on a beach in Trailer 2. The plates on the equipment have logos that have LED fans to theorize that a San Andreas style fitness mechanic is back. If Trailer 3 confirms this, people will go absolutely insane, because this could also possibly tie into aging, which has been talked about ever since like 2019 or 2020, which would be really cool if in Grand Theft Auto Online, your character would just age. I also do think we will see safe houses and property customization, and we did see Lucia and Jason's home in 2 different states across Trailer 2, once rough and under renovation, and then once more furnished and lived in. Trailer 3 should show us how the system works, and also, are you going to be able to upgrade more properties, decorate them on multiple? And the biggest thing to think of is Red Dead's camp system, but for a modern open world. I also think we're going to get more in depth in the hacking and technical mechanics. We do see some of this in Trailer 2. However, I think with artificial intelligence, especially how rapidly it's advanced over the past couple of years, I do think that security systems, computers, phones, everything in Grand Theft Auto is going to be even bigger than what we could ever imagine. In my opinion as well, I do think that we will see some social media being released, and what I mean by that is through some of these trailers, there are what would you call it, TikTok or Instagram, pretty much reels, and we might even see the first implementation of that system through gameplay. Now, this is the biggest thing I want to know, and I think you do as well, is the map. Now, this is going to be the most detailed, most open world, and biggest map Rockstar has ever made, and that's really saying something, because we've seen some pretty big maps from Rockstar, so I'm really hoping that in Trailer 3 it shows us what we're going to get geographically. Obviously, we have some glimpses of Vice City's urban core, the Keys Island chain, the Everglades style grass river swamps, the coastal industrial zone of Port Gellhorn, and so much more. That is already enormous, but Trailer 3 is probably going to take us somewhere we haven't even seen yet. Mount Calagub National Park has been spotted in the background of Trailer 2. In my opinion, I think Trailer 3 will take us into the mountains, the forests, and the wilderness, showing that this game isn't just Vice City with better graphics, but it's a living, breathing state. I'm hoping that it's like Red Dead 2's wilderness on steroids. steroids. We're also expecting a deeper look at the ocean and waterways. Dolphins, sharks, airboat chases through the swamps. The marine ecosystem in this game looks unprecedented, and trailer 3 should really flex that. I also think a big thing like wildlife encounters should be in this trailer as well. Now, I've also heard some people talk about GTA Online and if it will be in this trailer. In my opinion, I do not think so, and here's why. They usually wait for GTA Online to release a couple of years or maybe even a year after GTA's story. This is because GTA 6 will just have such a massive story and so much content that online really won't be needed for a little while. Again, it's possible that they do show us online and that online could be released sooner than we think. But in my opinion, I think they're focused mainly on the story and also not doing too many things at once, because in my opinion, they should be focusing on one thing at a time. First the story, then online. Now, a lot of people have talked about, well, what if we don't get trailer 3 this week? In my opinion, I believe we will be getting it either before May 21st or a tiny bit after May 21st. And the biggest reasons why is due to the Take-Two stock. Now, why does this play such a big role? Take-Two stock has earning calls on May 21st. If they believe their company is going to beat earnings calls, I believe they will release trailer 3 before. Now, if they don't, they will release it after. But I think they already have set in stone when they're going to release this trailer, and it could be any minute. But honestly, the wait for this trailer and the wait for this game has been brutal. The initial release date was supposed to be in like, what, 2 weeks? And we've had 2 delays so far. This game's been holding everyone by a chokehold, but we're finally in the home stretch, hopefully. Drop your predictions down in the comments below and what you want to see most in trailer 3. Anyways, guys, it's been your boy Tricky, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.